Welcome to the Math Quest Decimal Dilemma. Today, we're going back to the future. Greetings, mathematical adventurers. Welcome to another epic episode of Math Quest, where numbers come alive and the quest for knowledge takes us to thrilling realms. Get ready for a tale that involves time travel, mysterious portals, and the magical world of multiplying decimals by powers of 10. Imagine this. You stumble upon a forgotten library filled with ancient books. In one dusty tomb, you discover a secret portal that transports you through time. Suddenly, you find yourself in a bustling marketplace of ancient civilizations where decimals reign supreme. Now, my brave mathematicians, our journey begins. In this mysterious realm, we encounter a unique challenge, deciphering the patterns that unlock the magic of multiplying decimals by powers of 10. As we navigate this time-traveling marketplace, we observe a fascinating pattern. Every time we move a place to the left, think about where your left is, we're essentially multiplying by powers of 10. It's like a magical dance of decimals in this ancient world. Let's anchor this concept with a powerful example. Okay, if we have 363 times 1, we know that that's 363. Then let's look at 363 times 10, or 10 to the first, which those are equal. That's going to give us 3,630. If we multiply by 10 to the second, we know this 2 tells us we could add 2 zeros to the end of our whole number 363 to make it 36,300 and so on. Does anyone notice any patterns as far as place value goes? Think about the place value of this 3 and where does it end up now and where does it end up now? So if we look at our place value chart here, we can put in the same 363, and if we multiply it by 10, all of the digits seem to shift to the left one time. And we have this gap here, so what goes in the gap in the ones place? That's going to be a 0. If we multiply it by 10 to the second, that means that this original 3 is now going to jump once, twice, 2 place value spots over. This 6 is going to move 2 spots over to the thousands place, and the 3 in the ones place is going to jump 2 spots over to the hundreds place. Now we have 2 gaps. So we could recognize the pattern that when a decimal or any number is multiplied by a power of 10, the digits are going to shift to the left. Now what this does is it makes it appear that the decimal is moving to the right. But what's actually happening is the digits are moving to the left on the place value chart. And we can think of the L in left to remind us that the number is getting larger, like the L in larger. So now we're going to try it with a decimal. We're going to plug a decimal point in. We're going to use the same digits, but we're going to use 3 and 63 hundredths. Let's multiply that by just 10. And then 3 and 63 hundredths times 10 to the second, which is the same as 100. And we'll do 3 and 63 hundredths times 10 to the third, which is also equal to 1,000. So our answer here is we have 1 0. So I know that this 3 is going to shift on the place value chart this direction one time. A shortcut is to move the decimal this way, because we know if we're moving the decimal to the right, it's going to make this 3 larger. So our final answer is going to be 36 and 3/10. So notice how the decimal point went from before the 6 to after the 6. But also notice that the 3 went from the ones place to the tens place. Now, if we go 10 to the second, we can either see that the decimal goes this way, making the number larger, Or we can shift the 3 this way 2 place values to the left, which would take it from the ones place. If we plug it in here, take it from the ones place, and we want to multiply by 10 to the second or 100. We're going to go 1, 2 jumps. So the 3 will now land in the hundredths place. The 6 is also going to go 2 jumps. 1, 2, land in the tens place. And the 3 from the hundredths will go 1, 2 into the ones place, giving us 363. So in conclusion, this is going to give us a couple different patterns here, because we have the decimal after the 6, now the decimal after the 3, and finally we're going to shift these 3 spots over and make us have the decimal after this 0. Okay, let's just try a few more together real quick. So let's use the place value chart. If we plug in 9 thousandths, write down 9 thousandths, and we want to multiply that by 10. Think about where this whole number 9 is going to shift to. Well, we want to make it 10 times bigger. So we should know if we go to the right on the place value chart, these numbers are going to be 10 times smaller. We want to go 10 times bigger. So we want to go to the left, 10 times larger. L left, L larger. So the 9 is going to go to the hundredths place. These zeros are also going to shift. If we do 62 thousandths, let's do 62 thousandths, and we try to multiply this one by times 10 to the second. We're going to move the 6 2 times over, so it's going to be 1, 2, and the 2 is going to go 2 times over, 1, 2, to give us 6 2/10. If we try 3 1/10 times 10 to the third, we can also use our strategy or pattern with the decimal. So I would move my decimal 3 times to the right. 1, 2, 3. To give us a final answer of 3,100. All right, congratulations, my math adventurers. You've navigated the time-traveling marketplace and unveiled the patterns that make multiplying decimals by powers of 10 a magical journey. Until our next quest, may your decimals dance with the enchantment of patterns. Keep exploring, keep multiplying, and may your mathematical adventures be ever thrilling.